Alright, so this country was founded on lawbreakers. Civil disobedience over a 3% tax. We get taxed just at the store at an average of 8% nationwide. That's even given that there's states of the union where there is no tax. It's kind of messed up, isn't it? Now, there's a lot of people that help me that are having issues with the police, same as I was. Not nearly as bad, but it's still happening. One lady who helped me, her daughter's been getting harassed and bullied by an alcoholic. You're going to notice that a lot. A lot of people that I dealt with, they've got addictions that they don't want to admit to. That's not my fault, and it's not my decision. When I was at Shannon's, the time that I should have been able to do stuff is during the day. However, she was busy screaming during the day.
Kyla Van Zyl in the shuttle Tereshkova. I'm on leave from...
That's Star Trek Online. Computer games, they help me to calm down. I'm actually playing one while I talk. Now, with Shannon, she doesn't want her personal business out there, same as anybody else. The problem is that her personal business is part of what helped shut me down. And I don't mean anything personal towards her by speaking out, but I did say that I would speak out against everybody. And I mean it. If you're willing to just watch this happen, or if you can't sober up for the better well-being of your own children, well, we got some major issues here. That's only part of my issue. A good majority of the issue that I have is with the police officers, but it's not just the police. It's also those people who claimed that they loved me. As easily as they threw me away, they never loved me. But I love them. And a lot of those people, I understand that they were threatened and assaulted, but a lot of them hid behind their kids too. Now, Miss Peaches, she didn't hide behind her kids. She knew it was up. When she tried to go in, see, this is a full-time mom with 2 jobs. So she doesn't have a lot of time. And as soon as she gets off of work, she's tired. She gets more sleep than I do, but not by much. When I went in to try to make a report, and she was going to try to go in with me, yeah, she had to schedule it so that she could do it when her boyfriend was there to watch her kids. When he wasn't there to watch her kids, she couldn't go. That day that I went in to talk to the Longmont police and make a report about them assaulting me at the hospital, something that they do to homeless people frequently, by the way. Yeah, I had to deal with some really messed up stuff over that. Now, there's a lot of people who hid behind their kids. One of the ladies who's been harassed over all the stuff that I've gone through, she's been harassed over it too. But she's being harassed by the police now. Her daughter's being harassed by the police now. And they've been trying to get a protection order against a woman who has actually taken part in harassing several families over a children's sporting event. Now, how fucked up is that? But then there's people like Lana Engeline and Amanda Engeline. They did hide behind their kids. So did Miss Jerry. So did my dad. See, and Todd Rust as well. My dad hid behind Dana because I asked Dana to kill me. I ask everyone to kill me because I want my life to be over. I need help. If you're not going to help me, then kill me. If I'm not allowed an honest day in court, and the rest of my life is going to be like the last portion of my life, The last 39 years of my life where I have no rights. I'm not a human being because I'm not rich. Well then yeah, fucking kill me. Don't hide behind your fucking kids. If you're gonna be a fucking coward, that's on you. I begged Jenny to kill me. And you know what? Miss Jerry called that an attack. Said I attacked her daughter. No, I legitimately wanted her daughter to kill me because all of those people up there said they would listen to me and not one of them took the time to do so. Now you got to pay attention to who's in charge. Lana's in charge and Jerry's a bitch. I don't mean a bitch as in a mean person. I mean as in she is a lay down and take it kind of bitch. If it hadn't been for men rescuing her sorry ass, she'd be in a lot more fucked up situation than she is. Most of the women that I know live off of men. That's not to say that they don't earn their own keep and pay their own half. It's to say that they require men to help pay for their living situation. And some of those men are very abusive. And I feel bad for those women. But when they say they did it all themselves, I get pissed. Because they didn't. The sheer number of people who have gone through this, there's a lot of people like Aaron Cockerham. There's a few situations where she wasn't able to help because of her kid. He got his jaw broken. And I remember these things because I remember everything. The problem is that I remember a great many things all at once because they're all interconnected and related. Now then there's Karamia. She doesn't want to be involved in the drama. With all due respect, it's not drama, it's my fucking life. And it was robbed from me. Every opportunity that I had was robbed from me due to people who didn't want to do their fucking jobs. Did Erin hide behind her kid? No. Did Mandy hide behind her kids? No. They legit play sports. They legit got hurt. Her daughter legit had a concussion. But Shannon did. Shannon did hide behind her kids. She hid behind her kids because she didn't want to admit that she is an alcoholic. Now then there's people like Will Barr. That's the officer who used to work with the internet investigations. And when I went over there to get Justine Martindale, actually Justine Marks now, when I went over there to get her help and she promised that she would help me, I waited there all day long. I had to hold in my fucking panic attack and not say anything. Will, that was the day that he told me about his partner that he turned in for stalking a woman. Will lost his job over that. His partner did not. The charges against his partner were dropped because a police officer can do whatever he wants. Colorado makes a lot of money off of the homeless. Now places like Clearview, who got in trouble for the insurance scam, they have to find other ways to make up for that. Well, what's the best way to do that? Government money. You do these things to homeless people. The police bring you a homeless person who's trying to turn in a police officer for assaulting them. And you, as Clearview, try to keep them for as long as you're allowed. Now that guy's name is David West. I wonder if he's related to Officer Michael West. There's some other people who hid behind their kids. Quite a few of them, actually. But with Will, that conversation that I had with him, I recorded it. It is on YouTube, on this channel. He wants to bring up the kids. Well, with all due respect, if Justine had done what she said she would, instead of having me hang out all day for her to do absolutely nothing, wasting my time, I wouldn't have freaked out in front of the fucking kids. And when I freaked out, you know what I did? I bitched at Justine for not keeping her word. I didn't fucking flip shit and start throwing stuff and breaking windows and shit like that. I got pissed off at Justine for fucking lying to me. As Sally Treon's, man, those kids were so fucked. One of the women who was staying there was in the news because December 29th of last year, a year after Natalie disappeared, this woman's son died of neglect. She let her son starve to death. She was still pregnant while I was there. There's some pretty messed up stuff. But they're not the only ones who hid behind their kids. Candace hid behind her kids. I let her know what was going up and that I didn't want to disrupt her children's lives. When I got out of Clearview, she was being trashy to me because it disrupted her children's lives. Well, with all due respect, Miss Candace, I told you what I needed. You didn't keep your word, Candace. Then she hides like a coward. These people want to hide behind their children. And that's the problem with Miss Jerry especially. Oh, help me, poor pity me, I have kids. And then it's, fuck you attacked my kids, bitch. Jenny was 19 years old at the time. 19, she's not a child anymore, you dumb cunt. I rescued you repeatedly because you had kids. They're all grown up now. You're on your own. With Candace, I didn't have to help her out. She had plenty of fucking help. She had help from her brother before he died. She had help from her mother, still has help from her mother. And she had help from her ex, James, who paid enough of the bills that she was able to save money, get herself a vehicle, and move out of that shitty situation. For me, I've had so many fucking therapists in the last 2 goddamn years who didn't do a goddamn thing. Fuck therapists and fuck drugs. Now, as far as Facebook goes, I was posting up all the evidence that I could, and it kept on getting me Facebook banned. Well, I wouldn't have had to post it on Facebook if the cops would do their goddamn jobs. Now, the media took as much part in destroying my life as the Bollingers and the cops did, so the media won't listen to me. A lot of people have tried to contact the media and get them to listen. Me, I've been blocked by enough reporters to just be pissed off at those motherfuckers. Like, if the media says it, then it must be true, right? It's fucking bullshit. Somebody needs to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, even if it's just me. And if you don't like my dirty fucking words, keep in mind, I'm not calling you a child molester if you didn't molest a child. I'm not calling you a rapist if you didn't rape somebody. I'm after Ted. I want him in court facing charges for the shit that he put me through. And Natalie. The bullshit that him and Alicia pulled at my fucking funeral? How's Alicia gonna pull that one off? Huh? She gonna say, oh, my daddy made me do it. Well, maybe he did. Maybe he did, but she should have come forward about that. The fact is, all of the stuff that I needed to do at Candace's, I needed to do during the day. The one day that she allowed me her phone so that I could use the internet, I did get quite a bit done. But she wanted to bitch at me because the only thing that I had indicated to her that I had done is look at some YouTube videos. They're very specific YouTube videos. It's Natalie Bollinger's YouTube. And Alicia Bollinger's YouTube. Alicia was very jealous of her sister. You can see that on her YouTube. The things they put me through because they were embarrassed. It's fucking pathetic. You guys want me to be nice. You want me to speak nicely, but the fact is, the reason that I am speaking on YouTube and speaking out on Facebook is because I am not allowed to make a report by the police. I'm not allowed to defend myself in the media. And I'm not even allowed to defend myself in social media. These people can slander my name worldwide, and in these Natalie Bollinger groups, her family can contact me and harass me even after the protection orders that I was not even allowed to go to court for. The police are allowed to remove evidence from my person and ultimately assault me and get away with it for trying to force them to take a look. Officer Brian Valenzuela, I am coming after you in a court of law. Unless you and your buddies find a way to fucking kill me. Officer Amanda Jonas, you are a fucking crook. By the way, Amanda Jonas, I recorded a phone call with a woman named Alyssa who had a different story to tell than you did. I honestly believe her more than I believe you. She was a 911 dispatcher, whereas you're just a pig. Fucking gross. Now, I want you to keep in mind that the shit that I have gone through, our forefathers would have killed people over this shit. It is my right as a human being to defend myself, and everything has been done to prevent that from being allowed. Since I was a kid, the term mentally ill has made it so that anybody can beat me up and I just have to take it. And even if I just take it, there's a chance that I'll still get charged with a crime. Fuck the Bollingers. May they all roast in hell. If I had my way about it, there wouldn't be such a thing as hell. Matter of fact, I don't believe in a hell. But that doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter what I believe, does it? Yes, I'm pissed off. However, I am still trying to get an honest day in court. While people with shitty fucking opinions want to judge me over their opinions, not understanding that I don't have a place to go through everything I need to go through. As soon as I get set up, I have to pick up and go. And I am having a constant panic attack about the fact that I get victimized because I'm homeless. The police across the entire United States are trained to go after the poor. In specific, the homeless. Do you know why? Because people keep winning court cases against them. Now, this guy, David Lane, he helped a woman who was in a house. She got $3-something million for things that happen to the homeless people all the time, and nobody fucking gives a shit.